My name is Jonathan Darling and I'm a lecturer in Human Geography in the School of Environment and Development. My research is interested in the spatial politics and spatial practice, I suppose, of asylum and refugee issues. Within this kind of area, I've looked at national policies around asylum accommodation and dispersal, but the main focus of my research is on thinking about the ways in which different cities have responded to asylum as a practical and indeed a political issue. So to this end then, my work has explored the ways in which cities make claims to be hospitable or welcoming places, and the way in which those claims are made, but also the way in which they situate the city as a place which is a cosmopolitan, kind of forward-looking, inclusive site. In this area then, I've studied the work of the UK City of Sanctuary movement, which is a social movement established in 2006 to try and promote ideas of welcome and hospitality in a number of UK towns and cities. And what I've done here is explored the kind of differences between this articulation of hospitality and other more traditional forms of asylum activism centred around anti-deportation networks and the No Borders movement in particular. Moving on from this work, I've increasingly come to be interested in the way in which the local specificities and histories of the city impact specific responses to asylum, and effectively the difference that the geography of the city makes to responses to asylum seekers, and indeed to the kind of activist asylum politics that emerge through the city. Within this area of work then, I've recently been working on a project with a colleague from the University of Chester and a visual artist from Newcastle to explore refugee experiences of Manchester. So what we do in this project is get refugees to direct us on a tour of the city, looking at a series of significant spaces and places in their engagement with the urban environment. One of the central challenges that this kind of urban research, I guess, puts forward is the notion of trying to actually unpick and explore the kind of everyday experiences of the city of refugee groups. And increasingly this is also about tapping into the roles of emotions and feelings and responses to place, in terms of place attachment, sense of place, ideas of home, belonging, community and so on. And as a result, one of the key challenges here is obviously thinking through creative ways to actually engage some of these kind of unspoken elements of everyday experience. So for me, Cities at Manchester has been a useful initiative in terms of actually enabling me to draw a set of connections between the work that I do on the geographies of asylum and refugee issues with colleagues in sociology, politics and other disciplines to think about the way that they think about international migration and how that might have a set of resonances and connections with my own work thinking about the spatiality of these issues.